Clifford's having his first practice tomorrow, as probably already Wes. The inaugural Paulger Motorsports Hippie Shop Clicker Award for Dave Well for helping me this week with everything that I didn't know. So thanks, Dave. Hippie Shop Clicker to you.
How do you feel about your first time running in a sprint car? Not engine starts, now racing. Going out and practicing.
Good. I'm excited to get going. I've spent a lot of time studying tape, videos, hours and hours on end, sort of just watching what people do. So, I had thousands and thousands of laps on racing as well. So, yeah, I'm not worried about it. I'm pretty excited, pretty confident to get going and have my first lap. So, nice. Should be good.
So many hours going into the sport. It's amazing to think how many hours. Hopeful hours. Cooper is going to be, as of tomorrow, a senior. He's going to have a race in a 410 sprint car, move into the senior ranks, and everything will be different. I think that's a good thing. It's even harder for him, but because he's driving for somebody. But yeah, if he does his job well, I guess he's going to keep his drive. But it's all good experience. I'm going to put it out there, I reckon. I reckon that it's going to go real good. At least I've made this now at like, I think it's midnight or something. Tomorrow's Friday and that's D-Day for him. It's on record now, I guess. I can go back to this. But yeah, I reckon it's on. I think that this week, by accident working on that car, you'd think maybe it might be different, but all the information from Wellino's that come in, I reckon it's good.
So we've had an engine start, everything went well. We're just waiting now for our turn in the division line. He's going to have his first run in the sprint car. I think it'll all go well. That's all we can hope for. Car looks like it might be alright, so fingers crossed. Let you know how we go. Wilmington.
How's that? Pretty cool.
So, tell me about it.
Yeah, I was sort of just, honestly, I forgot that
Good, bro.
I forgot that I was even in a sprint car, and I just drove it like a micro, to be honest. I just put my foot down and went.
Yeah, you did well.
Yeah, it's for a bit there I was like just trying to find it. Sort of
How's the adrenaline?
the speed at the start, and then once I figured that I was actually just buzzing it through the slick a little bit too much from 1 and 2, I just moved up.
You did, yeah.
And but I was just trying to figure out how that throttle reacts, just because it obviously there's so much there. I was just trying to be smooth on the throttle. There's a few times where I was a bit like off and on, and so that's something to work on. But,
All good, well done.
yeah, thanks.
So what do you reckon, mate, now that you've had those couple of runs? I think
Yeah.
you went really good in the first one, and the second one got a little bit hairy, but...
It was a good first night in the sprint car. I was a little bit nervous, but got an engine start in, got some heat in the motor, and sort of got a feel for it. I've never actually started a sprint car before, like at all. So yeah, it was good to get that out of the way, and then move on to our first run. Sort of just went out, started it, and just put my foot down. Sort of the only way you can tack getting in a new car. And yeah, I feel like I had a pretty good first run. I don't know what lap times I was doing, but I feel as though I was on the hammer pretty good for my first ever driving it. The second run, the track was a little bit slick, a little bit slicker than expected, and the car was probably a tad bit free for that track, and just try to handle that, you know, that new power on a slick track with a pretty loose car. It was a little bit tricky, so yeah, worked my way around that. That was a little bit of a tough session, but went out for my last session just then, and had a little bit of drama. I think it was a fueling drama. Sort of just sputtered it and then sort of ran to a stop and stalled. So not exactly sure what the go is there. We'll have a look at it when we get back to the shop. But overall, I'm pretty happy with that for my first night in the 410 sprint car. Straight in the 410 out of a restricted micro sprint. So yeah, can't thank Lockie enough for this opportunity, and everyone here at Paulger Motorsports, and for believing in me and putting me in a 410 sprint car at 16. He has a lot of trust in me. I can't thank him enough, and Anthony for all his hard work, and Dad for his hard work as well, and to get me here. So you know, as well as all the sponsors on the car and everything, it's a big deal making this whole operation go around, and I'm just lucky enough to be able to sit in that car and live out my dream. So it's certainly a good step in the right direction, and yeah, we'll see where we go from here.